I'm Alfredo. I'll be talking about the concept of Abraham's bosom. Abraham's bosom is depicted in a scene where Abraham is holding a person in his arms, close beside him, like the picture of the Last Supper, where the disciples, John leading on the breast of Jesus, found in the book of John 21:20. The rabbis determined the two state after the death that is shown into a place of wicked, and the place of righteousness. But this idea does not refer to this concept of Abraham's bosom, which is distinguished from a place of blessedness by itself, found in Luke 16:23, where Abraham received as after feast the truly blessed and faithful, and hold in his close intimacy, which may be equated as the paradise, found in the same text, verse 43. In another source, the concept of is seen in Luke 16:19-31, where Lazarus died and carried by the angels and placed on Abraham's bosom. This concept, regarded as expressions, Abraham's bosom, which occurs few times in the rabbinic writings in regard to the lost lot just after death. Some understands bosom in Greek translation kalpos, referring to lap, text found in John 1:18, where Father Abraham received Lazarus with love like a child, talking to his son into his lap. After probable interpretation, it is in reference to the Messianic banquet, a well-known image in the time of Christ. In the world that is to come, where not only would Lazarus be on Abraham's table, but to receive and occupy a place of honor directly beside Abraham. For to lie in someone's bosom meant to recline in front of him as a tablet table at his breast, like the text in John 13:23. The paradise where the just of the Old Testament awaited the redemption of Christ, which the idea Christian theology was taught of. Another source that the figure of speech used by Jesus' parable of Lazarus and the rich man is the designated a place of security and significance with which Lazarus was honored upon his death. The figure is drawn from the ancient Eastern banqueting custom of reclining upon one's the couches of the meal. Gathered company was such that the head of the one would reach the chest of the next to him. For the purpose of conversation and fellowship, the one would lean on his back against the breast of the other. It is gratifying to be placed next to the guest, especially the guest whose host, to have leaned one's head against the breast of the principal, one a sign of intimate relationship and a proof of special importance. We can see this in the next passage in John 23:13-25, and also in 21:30. Lazarus, who had been on earth in dreaded disease, while the rich man experienced luxurious living. Thus God the Father had seen this and had given rightful honor to Lazarus, being able to recline in the bosom of Abraham. In some sources, the story of Abraham pictured as a great chasm that is fixed between Abraham's bosom and Hades, and that there is no possibility of crossing in the direction, which means that it is permanent location, where the Hades would receive all the dead and place in torment, and the other a place of blessing.